Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of All the Mods 9. I'm Katiana. We are here in our woodland mansion and we are prepared to continue our work in the LuV chapter. So, last night we got a majority of the single item quests done, and while we were enjoying District Spark as he dived into the ZPM chapter, I got a few more of the single item crafting items done. So I got the molybdenum, molybdenum disilicide dust. I have no idea if that's right. We're just going to call it Molly. We got the Molly dust made. So this is going to make casings for our alloy blast smelter once we get there. That is done. And then I made all of the chips. So I made the quantum processor, and I made the quantum processor assembly, and I made the quantum processor supercomputer, and then I made the quantum processor mainframe. All of those made in the Elite Circuit Assembler in our clean room that we set up last night. So that takes care of that line. And this item here, which we're going to need to set up our alloy blast smelter. Now, it says this is an optional quest. I'm pretty sure that the alloy blast smelter is a very important piece of the multi-blocks going forward. So even though it says it's optional, I do want to set one of them up. So we're going to work on the assembly line and the rest of these required quests first so that we can finish the chapter. And then we're going to come back and work on the alloy blast smelter. But my hope is that we have enough time in our 3.5 hours to be able to get this stuff done, and then we'll be able to get an alloy blast smelter set up. So we'll see if we have enough time, and if not, I will continue work on it during the rest of my time here before vacation to see if I can get this chapter done so that by next time we stream, we are ready to dive into the ZPM chapter, which is over here. I did, by finishing that last quantum item, get the opening of ZPM done. So this is open and ready for us to work on. I don't know if I don't think I have an exquisite emerald yet. I don't think. I know I have some emeralds. I do have exquisite emerald. Nice. That's nice. Okay. Sweet. So I probably already have the processing line for the exquisite emeralds. That's already set up for something else. Bingo. So that's going to set us up for this chip section down here. Nice. But for now, we are working on the assembly line. So this has got a number of different things to set up. So we have the assembly line itself. We have 5 assembly control casings. We have 5 assembly line casings. We have 8 assembly line gratings. We have 14 solid machine casings. We have 10 laminated glass, and we have a data access hatch. So I currently have all of these things are running, and we're just waiting for them to process. So looks like we got the one assembly line, we've got the one data access hatch, we've got the 5 assembly casings, and these assembly line casings. So right now it's a matter of waiting for a whole lot of processing to go on, and a lot of that is waiting for stuff to process. It's backed up over here in our EBFs. So we've got all of those processing. Put all of these away. So now it is hurry up and wait. So we gotta wait for all of those to get done. So we can see what we can do about finishing maybe one of these other chapters. See if we have the stuff available to maybe get another check mark while we're waiting. Also, the LSU Coastal Carolina second game is at 2:30, so I'm going to get that up on my phone so I can keep an eye on that while we stream. I believe I have some witherite here. I think the rest is in inventory, and we may need that um, anvil. So let's take a look at these, as I think I have what I need to do them. I just haven't actually crafted them yet. So let's take a look at that and see what we need. So the laser Gatling. At least I think I want to say that Grinch went and got me the witherite. Oh, is that enough? I guess we'll see. Okay, so laser. That's that one. Okay, then there is the meat shredder. There's that one. Boom, boom. And the next one is the Wither Assault Shoulder Weapon. Wither Assault Shoulder Weapon. It's only using 2 per, so that's good. Alright, so that is there, and I get a milk bucket. Well, that's nice. Then that goes into the Void Assault Shoulder Weapon. Oh, so this is the one that upgrades in the anvil with a Void Core. And I know we have lots of Void Cores. That's not a problem. So we go over here. And this in here with that. There is that. And then we have the Gauntlet of Bulwark. Gauntlet of Bulwark. Now that one requires the Gauntlet of Guard. Gauntlet of Guard. And a Void Core. Over here. Nope, not a Void Core. What do I upgrade it with? With a Bulwark of the Flame. I have one of those. Put that away. So you and you gives me that. Boom. That away. That. Alright, so that takes care of Cataclysm. That chapter is done. Is anybody finished yet? I've got should be 4 things crafting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 things are crafting. Okay, So, still waiting. How about in Evilcraft? What is pending in Evilcraft? The blood chest. So we need 25 reinforced undead planks. Reinforced undead planks is undead planks in the blood infuser. Okay, over to the blood infuser we go. That is on the second floor. Go around the corner, past the clean room. In here. We've got it nice and full of blood. Got undead logs for making undead planks, which I just need to put them in there. I believe it wanted us to have 25. Okay, and then the colossal blood chest is 4 of those with the blood infusion core. Okay, so now do we have a blood infusion core? We do not. So, blood infusion core. Make one of those. This with 1, 2, 3, 4 makes that. Okay, so that takes care of that. Alright, what else is not marked done? Okay, so up here we've got the maces. So we are going to need, oh, some of these. Lovely. Okay, hang on. Let's put that in there. So we're going to need this, need this, need this, need this, need this. And then I'm going to need some charged snowballs. And I learned you can only do these one at a time. Oh, it didn't work. Did it have to be on the roof? That's fine, we'll go up to the roof. Oh, wait a minute. I skipped a step. That's why it didn't work. I skipped a step. Oh, for crying out loud. Drop you. Ding dong. Well, that didn't take you guys long at all. You have arrived. Hello, hello. There's District. There's Fisher. We got JC's here. Hi, guys. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We are working on doing some other check marks in some other quests while we are waiting for the components of the assembly line to craft. So I've currently got 4 pieces of it all waiting, and they're certainly locked up behind waiting for pieces and parts to craft in our EBFs. So I've got the assembly line itself is working its way through. We've got the data access is working its way through. We've got the assembly control casings is working its way through. And we've got the assembly line casings working its way through. So we've got a whole lot of stuff. I don't know why it would say it's backed up when it is sitting empty. Nope. The tungsten ingot just came through. So it's working. Slowly. That's working on tungsten steel. This one's also waiting on tungsten steel. This one's waiting on silicon. This one's also waiting on silicon. So yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff all waiting on stuff at once. I may have to cancel them and start them over. I'm not sure, but Squishy is off to work. Fisher and Squishy have their streaks going. Good job, guys. Some lurkers are hanging out in the back. Of course, of course. So we just finished the crafting necessary to get the check mark for Cataclysm. So that is everything under exploration all done. Now we're working on crafting these things up here in the corner for Evilcraft, so we can knock out Evilcraft hopefully while we're waiting on these crafts. I'm a little worried because they overlap so much that they're going to be blocking each other from progressing. I wonder if I should do them one at a time. I'm second guessing myself now. Cancel, 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 cancel. And you are making sulfuric acid like mad. I think because you're trying to restock my chemical reactor up here. Oh, no, not there. Where do I have that at? It's here. Well, you're full. You shouldn't be making it for that one then. I'm not sure why you're making sulfuric acid then. Interesting. Let's just try one at a time. I think that may work better. So let's try the assembly control casing. We need 5 of those. It's going to make 6 and start. Not sure where this is backing up at. You have a leftover iridium dust. Okay, that doesn't make sense, but okay. Anyone else have just leftover things sitting in them here? You have a bucket of leftover oxygen. Let us clear you out. Okay, nothing weird happening there. You have water and silicon dust sitting here. You're missing... Okay, hang on. Let's take this and the water out. I don't know why I get just leftover stuff like that. It's weird. Alright, we'll put you away. We'll put you away, you away. Okay, you're gonna AFK a bit. We got leftover fluids of you and you. It's just odd. Okay, you're running. Now, part of it, I think, is sometimes my recipes like to just insert when I have one of the ingredients in my inventory, it takes the number of items from my inventory instead of the right recipe. And so I end up with some really goofy looking recipes. And so sometimes the leftover is from that, which is just bizarro. Now, one of these should be getting hydrogen for some of these, I think. And I don't see that it is making liquid hydrogen. Or liquid helium, that's right. It should be putting liquid helium in there, but it's not. Are there inputs sitting in here? No, not that one. There's nothing sitting there waiting to process, so that's good. Okay. Bazaar. We'll go downstairs and keep an eye on this and see. Oops, too far again. I'm going to do that a lot. Oh my gosh. JC up to 100 street. Wow. 100. Well done. Step outside so I can do the rest of these. Quest. Throw. Drop. Throw. Drop. Throw. Okay, that takes care of those. Alright. So. You are waiting on the hot tungsten steel ingots, which are slowly being made into tungsten steel ingots so you can make those. Now it's just a matter of waiting. And does that should be now being made. I've got the tungsten steel gear is now being made in here. And I have the gear thing in there. Okay, so that's good. I did add the 2 extruders. So one is making gears, but I have the option of switching it out to make rings if needed. I need to make a 3rd one. I haven't done that yet. And then this one is making normal pipes, and so I brought the normal pipe recipes up from, or down from over here. And then this one was sharing between normal pipes and huge pipes, so now it is dedicated to huge pipes only. So that is good. So now we should be able to make these maces. Mace of Distortion. So there's that one. Boom, boom, boom. And then we have a Scepter of Thunder. Here, here, here. Here, here, here. And then we have the Necromancer Staff. Necromancer Staff. Here. I need a Dark Power Gem. I'm going to need to run upstairs to make that. So that is a dark gem in here, which I can do that. Throw that, 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 that. That can go back in there. These I have in here, I think. These can go in the system. So now I should be able to make a Necromancer Staff. Okay, boom. Boom. Okay, that takes care of the maces. Then down here we have a connectator. is here. Need another one of these. There it is. Oh, 50%. There's that one is a magnet, and then a reverse one will repel it. So that would be this one. So I need another one of these, which means I need another one of those, which means I need more dark gems. Just dark tank filled with blood. Put that in there for now. Grab me some of these, put those in there. This, this. Oh, I don't have any of these. Harden shards. Craft 8 of these. Start. Okay, now I can do this, 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 this. Boom, boom, boom. That is that one. Oh, more hardened blood. How convenient. Okay, so now an invigorating pendant removes bad potion effects. Nice. You're going to be AFK while some crafts happen. Sounds like a plan. Hardened blood, I need 8 of those again. So I can make another one of those. And now I need some golden string. 1, 2, 3. And an invigorating pendant. Okay, and then the other one is a primed pendant. Which is this one, which is going to be another one of those. Ooh, now I don't have any hardened blood. Um, hmm, hmm. Drying basin. Um, waiting, waiting, waiting. Here we go. Okay, so that goes into here. Then we can make the hardened blood here. 8 of those. That goes in there. Then I'm making, what am I making now? The prime pendant. Alright, got my baseball game on. Okay, there is that. We need the golden string here, here. 1, 2, 3. And then we need, do I have a materialized essence? Oh, we do not. Oh, but I have some already made. Woo! Good deal. Ooh, the Coastal Carolina coach is hot. He is arguing with the refs. 2 of the coaches are arguing with the refs. He's going to get himself thrown out of the game. He's not careful. Looks like player got thrown out at trying to steal, and he is disagreeing voraciously. Or no, because he's at second. I just happened to glance over and see everybody arguing. Blood Pearl of Teleportation, a reusable Ender Pearl. Here we go. Alright, so we need more Dark Power Gems. Well, we left those running, so those should be done. Oh, they only stack in 16s. Of course they do. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Blood Pearl of Teleportation. Boom. Another chapter complete. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll claim my reward. Boom and boom. Okay. So that's 2 check marks. Thank you. See, there's a bunch of these chapters where it's like, I'll just need to finish crafting things and we'll have the check marks done. So this is a great thing to work on while we're waiting for crafts to be complete. And that one is complete. Alright, so assembly line control casing. That is that one done. So now we have the assembly line casing. That's going to be 5 of those, which is going to craft a 6. Start that one. And this one is going to be another one where, I mean, look at these amounts of things it's got to craft. There's a bunch of them that are already available. So it's already got 308 red alloy wires. It's got 134 of the fine annealed copper wires already. So some of these may go fairly quickly. Like, it already had a bunch of the tungsten steel, so it doesn't have to make quite so many. But it's got to make 28 of the microprocessor supercomputers. That might take a bit. It has to make 63 of these hot silicon ingots. That one is erroring out. Hot silicon ingot. So it is processing crude oil in the distillation tower at a pretty decent clip. Okay, why doesn't the hot silicon ingot one work? Where is that one at? This one. Hot silicon ingot. Silicon. Oh, look at this. It's in a 1. Does that not use 1? Hot silicon ingot. Three of those and 2 of those should not be in a 1. It should be in a 0. Okay, wait a minute. You're already full. You're also a 1. You're a 1. Why is everybody set to 1? You're set to 2. Okay, so here's the problem. This needs to be on a 1. Or no, a 0. It's still not processing. Three silicon, 2 carbon dust. Three of these with no liquid produces this. Because that was not set correctly. Why did that? That's always been an output hatch for fluids. Why was it set to? That's bizarre. Okay. Alright, so we found why that was broken. This explains much. That should help. Oh my gosh. Okay, see, things like that is why we break. That was probably holding up all of the other crafts when I had them all running at once. So for some reason that was backwards. I'm so confused. Alright. The naphtha's processing. A lot of stuff is done, so this is good. Let's see. This is... Don't have anything running there. Nothing running on either one of those. Nothing running there. We've got a ton of sulfuric naphtha running here with number 2. It's missing hydrogen. Where is the 2 buckets of hydrogen? No idea where the 2 buckets of hydrogen are. We're just sitting here waiting for hydrogen. And you didn't have speed upgrades. Okay, that should help. So is that triggering something down here yet? No. We got that recipe running. And then I think we have that recipe running. And we have duplicates again. And Coastal Carolina has finally hit their first home run of the College World Series. Took them to the second game of the finals to hit one. Okay. Diluted in ethylene. Diluted in ethylene. That's this one. Sulfuric acid, hydrogen sulfide. I think it's trying to run multiple crafts at the same time, and they're overlapping and they're getting confused. 12 buckets, that would be another thing with hydrogen. Oops. It's like, it's not done running that one. It needs to finish running that one before it starts working with these. I think I need to split the twos into two different machines so they're not overlapping each other. Okay, so now I've got 2 buckets of sulfuric acid. So they're supposed to be processed with ethanol. So if I put these 2 in there, now I need ethanol. This is the sort of manual cleanup that I've been running into. So it's like these 3 recipes residing in the same machine, it gets confused. So I don't know if it's like it's adding the quantities of the 3 together, and like those 3 together ends up with odd amounts, and so then it gets leftovers or something. I don't know. It's really weird. So the hydrogen, this one, I need 4 buckets of oxygen. So then we do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I come in here and I go 1, and I do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. That should clean up the liquids that were stockpiled for that craft, I think. I'm hoping. I'm not seeing any more exclamation points, so hopefully that's a good sign. Now we've got the polyethylene running. That is here. That seemed to have run well. It's still going. LSU got a man on, and they bunted him over to second, so now he's at second with 1 out. So they're trying to tie the game up in the top of the third. As we're working on making all these microprocessors, working our way up so we can make these assembly line casings. 112 diodes. Good grief. That's a lot of diodes. That'd be a lot of diodes. See, that should be processing in... It's one of the assemblers, isn't it? Okay, there's the diode. Nothing is coming down yet. The polyethylene, copper wire, and the silicon wafer. What are we waiting on? I don't know what we're waiting on here. Because none of them are moving. These are things that should be processing in this num crafter here, and they're not. So there's the diode right there. Why is nothing moving? And game is tied. Double over the head of the center fielder ties the game. Woohoo! Okay. I think it's stuck, so we're going to do this. We're going to cancel, and then we're going to do it again. Assembly line casing here, making 6. Start. I don't know what it's doing. Capacitor, transistor, diode, those are crafts that should be processing in the assembler 0, which is right here, and it's not crafting. There's the diode, there's the capacitor, transistor isn't here though. Transistor's not there. Oh, there's a transistor. There's transistor. Ah, no speed upgrades here. It was full. That's what was taking so long. It was full. See, again, little things. It's the little things. Okay. Alright. It's like stuck, get unstuck. Get stuck, unstuck. Now these are slow. So I know that's going to take a while to go. Is there anything else in here? There's those three. I don't think there's anything else. I might use some of those. Okay, so the fluids are working slowly. We're making the liquid polyethylene. That's what gets used to make these. Okay, is that this is stuck again? No, it's processing, it's just slow. Cat, you need to be patient. Patient. It's hard to be patient when it keeps getting stuck. Okay, what's another chapter where we know it's just a matter of crafting things? This one? This one was just a matter of crafting things, so we just needed to craft the turbine and the fusion reactor. So that one is possibly doable. Mechanism is crafting the upgrades. No, we did the upgrades. Don't think we've done the ultimate energy cube yet. There's some machines we haven't done. I haven't made the ultimate energy cube yet? Really? Might as well start one of those. And the ultimate tier installer. Do I have that? Oh, I have one. I just hadn't touched it yet. Woohoo! Okay, that's done. Check marks across all of those. Check marks across all of those. Check marks across all of those. So I just have to finish that and touch it. Then we've got the tools over here. Alright, so the atomic disassembler. Oh, goodness. Seriously, wait a minute. You seriously want an all-the-modium pickaxe? Like, legitimately? Are you kidding me? Whew. 9 refined obsidian. Okay. All right, we're seeing a little movement here. This is good. Look at that. We're down to only 16 left to go here. It's slow, but we're getting there. Alright, so there's those. And then we need a teleporter. Need 4 of those. Oh, and steel casings. Alright, there's that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, that takes care of that line. Then we've got a jetpack. I mean, we already fly. We really don't need another jetpack. Bicycle chem tank, got that. Another one of those. Go. You. Okay, so then we need a charge pad. One of those. Make a charge pad. Takes forever to find a power cable to put it on. Oy. There you go. There's the charge pad. That in there. Then we can make the robot. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 energy tablets. 2 of those. And 1 of those. 2 refined obsidian. And a personal chest. There is Robit. And then we go set him up on the charge pad. Oops. Dude. And there is our new best friend, Robit. Hello, Robit. So Robit lets us do different things. He has a crafting table. He has an inventory. He can smelt. He can repair. He can do all sorts of things. He's a little buddy. There is Robit. And with that, we unlock the digital miner. Which actually, let's do that. So we should be able to do that. Oh. Barrel and logical sorter. Barrel. Logistical sorter. Helps if I give it the right name, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's 2 more under here. Now I should be able to do digital miner. Boom, boom. No. Hey, barrel. And then for slabs, you can use spruce. I have spruce. Alright. Try that. Alright. You like that better. Good. Alright. Wow, we've managed to make one of the microprocessors we need. Oy. Now what are we stuck on? We have 1 sulfuric acid. So we're missing an ethanol. Okay. So we're missing you and you. Again, where did it go? I have no idea. And why is the capacitor recipe not working? Here. thin polyethylene sheet, 2 aluminum foil, and liquid polyethylene. Oh! It is working. Well, it didn't look like it was working. Now it's working. See? Goofiness. My system is just plain goofiness. This is why you don't do Gregtech with refined storage. And yet I keep going anyway. Oh, I'm a glutton for punishment. I know it. The fact that I've made it this far with refined storage is a small minor miracle because there are times when it has definitely been a struggle bus. And other times it works. Generally it'll work okay. It'll, like when I was processing the machines for all of these upgrades, you know, I made all the mixers and I made all the assemblers. I made the 4 wire mills and all that. Yeah, that worked. It worked pretty good. I didn't have too significant of issues doing those. But then I started streaming and it's like, just nope. Lots of nope. Okay, there's our digital miner. That gets us this, this, and this. Okay, so everything there is done. We've got up to there is done. We are missing an energized smelt. Oh, wait, it says that's optional. So we have everything there. We have everything there, 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 there. So we're missing the ultimate energy cube. Ultimate energy cube. So is this it for this chapter? No. Okay, it says optional. Is there something else that doesn't have a check mark on it? Do 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 do. Oh, the atomic disassembler. That's right, because I need the all the Modium pickaxe for it. That's right. Go to the lighthouse. And we will need a netherite and a althemodium upgrade. And we will make a diamond pickaxe. Boom, boom, boom. Then we will get some netherite. And then we will get some althemodium. Okay, then we'll come over here to the smithing table. Here. Okay, so pickaxe, netherite, netherite, upgrade. And here, althemodium pickaxe. And head back to the mansion. Mansion, front door, front door. LSU now up 3-1. 2 men on base, 1 out. Beautiful. Alright, atomic disassembler. Atomic disassembler. Here we go. Here we go. We need 1 alloy, 4 infused alloy, and an energy tablet. Okay, so we're going to do alloy. This one of you. We need 1 of you. And we need an energy tablet. Energy tablet here, here. Oh, it's going to use 2 of those. Okay, hang on. That. And alloy. Let's just make like 10 of those. Then we should be able to have atomic disassembler here. Boom, boom, and now check mark. Check mark number 3. Boom, boom. Still going. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's 3. That would be a lot of crafting. And not sure we have... Oh, we might be able to do that one now. That is the ore prospector. So we did that one. This one is the advanced prospector. Oops. I didn't have a recipe for that one yet. Advanced prospector. We should be able to do that one. Recipe here. So the only thing we're missing is the energium crystal. Okay, so the recipe for that is going to be energium dust with water in an HV autoclave, which I don't have an autoclave. Oh. Hang on. Let's try the lithium battery. That one is a canner in LV, and a canner I do have. It's right over where? That's right. Canner's right here. You can have some speed upgrades. Okay, so now I need the battery hull. Recipe for you is going to be battery alloy plate with a gold cable and liquid polyethylene in assembler 0. So that in an assembly 0, which is right here. There. Alright, so now advanced prospector. could have sworn I looked this up once and there was not a recipe for it, and now there's 2 of them. There's the regular one. And there's the old one. Get rid of you. Dig. Alright, try again. Advanced Prospector. Duplicate patterns. Don't need duplicate patterns. Okay, it says it can craft. Let's try that. What are you processing? Are you processing down here again? Yes, it's processing down here, and I'm not being patient enough. Ugh. Okay, I need another chemical reactor that I can put at 2 so that it goes faster, because obviously I'm not patient. Like, at all. So, chem reactor for circuit 2 to IV is going on the list. Lead is now up to 5-1 LSU. Man on first 2 outs. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Okay, now this is stuck behind, oh, lo and behold, a bunch of the same stuff we've already been working on. And then this battery alloy ingot is throwing an error. Alright, so where is the battery alloy ingot? This one is probably an alloy smelter, isn't it? Maybe? Yep, right here. Oh, hang on. You have lost your importer. Oh, we've got all sorts of issues going on here. Okay, hang on. Alright, so alright, so then after that makes the glass tubing, that needs to come out so that it can make the battery alloy. And then I need an item frame so I can keep that mold close by. Put that. No, not my. Come here. Need to put that there. Okay. Hey, it finished. There is the assembly line casings. They're done. Okay, so that then leaves the assembly line itself. I'm going to start it. And then we also need the Data access hatch. I'm going to go ahead and start it also. I'm hoping with just those two running, we can monitor them. I think they're going to get stuck at the exact same points, and then we just have to monitor it, because we know the issue is going to be right here. Or it could potentially be over here if things get clogged up at the EBFs. It's already 3 o'clock and I don't even have all my parts yet. Oy. Okay. The battery hull and the lithium dust into the large lithium battery. That is supposed to be in the... No. In the canner. It is in the canner. It's running. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Woohoo! How many check marks does that take us up to? That's 3 we got today. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Up to 44 check marks. Ba-ching! Feeling good about that. We could make progress on creative, because we could make the creative items up here, but we don't have Greg Star. Well, actually, technically, all of these are considered optional. So this one actually is 45, because the only thing in creative is required this one. So that technically would be 45. Nice. What's left on refined storage? Oh, okay, hang on, let's see. Oh, I know what's left on refined storage. The last 2 storage parts. Ugh. Ugh. I don't have enough iron, and I don't have enough Certus, and I don't have enough dirt. Dirt. I legit don't have enough dirt. I mean, seriously. It's a lot of dirt. I have a lot of dirt. I don't have enough dirt. That's nuts. Or iron or Certus. And I've had the Certus seeds going for an eternity. Is it that I need... Well, okay, so I also have, I have iron. Hey, hang on. I've got this iron, which I could do a recipe for smelting that into iron. There's that. And that goes in the furnace. All the way down here at the bottom is my aluminium furnace. So get that. Put that in there. So that takes care of the iron. So the Certus is the Certus dust. Do I still have my spatial bee, or have I converted it to something else? I'm thinking I converted him to something else. And I've got dirt. Okay, hang on, wait, over here. I take the 5s, take them down to 4. So now I've got 4s. Take the 4s down to 3s. Alright, so now I've got 3s, 2s, and 1s, right? I think I have that right. I have 3s, 2s, and 1s. So if I take a 3, a 2, and a 1. Now if I write a recipe that a 3, oops, a 3, oh, not that, here. Okay, and then this, and then this, right? So then we should be able to do that, that, and that. So that converts those dirt blocks back down. Oh my god, I'm still short 1413 of the compressed dirt. What am I using the dirt for? That's a lot of dirt. I honestly don't remember what I'm using the dirt for in this recipe. No, I'm I'm using sand for glass. It does say that I'm crafting sand. So I have to be crafting the sand. Maybe I'm crafting the sand from dirt. That could be. That's still a lot of dirt. Holy cow, that's a lot of dirt. That's nuts. Like, legit nuts. What are my quarry bees currently producing? Because I don't remember what blocks I have in there right now. Alright, you are producing marble, which I don't need marble anymore. So we'll convert you to producing dirt. You're producing sand. And you're producing sand. Well, that's fine. The end thing we actually need is sand. That should be fine. Alright, so now I should see, do I have spatial bee? Nothing there. And nothing there. I do not have a spatial bee. Spatial bee is ender and crystalline. Alright. Oh, here is crystalline. Hi, Davichi. No, I'm not using snad. I'm pretty sure I'm using regular sand. Ender. Uh, they're normal enders, so we'll just do that. And then we'll put here and here. There is my spatial bee. And then I need my, get me some puppies. And then get me some these. Let's go ahead and get 5 of these. And it is nighttime. Let me find one of my bedrolls and take a snooze. Put my shield back on. Okay. Let's see. You can go in there. 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 You two can go in there. Let's breed 5 bees. And then we'll put them in the other room to grow up. and then we'll come back later and give them some improvements and put them in production. Like, is there any coaching staff left for Coastal Carolina? Because they're showing replays and, like, everybody's been tossed. Like, are the players coaching themselves at this point? Ooh, a 2-game suspension for prolonged arguing. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to have to go read an article on this. They've had 2 coaches ejected and they've earned suspensions because they've continued to argue. Goodness gracious. Oh boy, I mean, oh girl, she's a Gregor, rolls over and grovels. Yep. I'm a newfound Gregor too, because this is the first experience I have with Gregtech. I've never played with it before. So I am learning all of this for the first time. So we have managed to claw our way through the Steam Age, LV, MV, HV, EV, and IV, and are currently in the LuV stage. And we made the mistake of using refined storage. You have no Gregtech experience, but you're considering to go into it once you're done with some stuff in ATM9. Yeah, that's the mod pack we're currently playing is ATM9. And we got our 18 ATM stars so that we could make the starry bee. And the bee is working away, making us shards. And I need to convert some of those stars or those shards into more stars so I can make more bees to increase production towards the block of billions and billions and billions and billions and billions. So this quest here of the ATM star block 9x. It looks impossible, but apparently there is a way of processing your combs with some late game Gregtech that will increase the amount that you get from your combs that will exponentially increase, and so theoretically it will help you get to that end goal of making that many ATM stars. So we will see. But I think currently I only have my one little bee and my one little Patrick bee hard at work. So yeah. But having grinded out the stars we needed, we've been slowly working our way up through Gregtech while we were doing the ATM stars. And now we're able to focus all of our attention on Gregtech. But we made the mistake of doing it with refined storage. Refined storage and Gregtech do not get along well. I would say they pretty much don't get along at all. But I, being the stubborn person that I am, keep trying. So, yeah. I'm struggling along and trying to keep moving my way up, and so far we've made it to maybe the halfway point. I'm not sure if it's exactly the halfway point. It's halfway through the chapters, but I'm not sure it's actually halfway through the material. We'll put it that way. Oh, my prospector's done. There we go. So that takes care of this one, which gets me some polyethylene. Oh, and Super Prospector is in this level. Oh, excellent. Okay. We're going to take you and you out and put you back in here. We're going to go next door. All right, so you 5Bs are going to party in here. And when you grow up, you will get caught in there, and then we will do some work with you before we put you in production. So, excellent. You happen to try to go for AE2, so it'll be interesting for you. It's the first time you're doing modded to such a capacity in general. Oh, wow. Oh, JC, what you doing in my world? Are you coming to see your house? Because I don't think you've been to your house yet. And you know, I built it just for you. Oh, yes. The game always crashes when anyone tries to change servers. I don't know exactly why that is, but yeah. It doesn't like it when we come to visit each other. Once you play modded, you don't go back very easily. I don't know if I could settle for playing vanilla again. I love modded now so much. It just adds so much flavor and interest and challenge, and I love it. I love it so much. Now there are aspects of it I don't like. Like I don't enjoy doing Nematocraft, and I find AE2 to be very confusing. So it is a struggle for me to do things in AE2. Refined storage is much more my cup of tea. I can handle that one. So when we started putting the storage system together and we had a choice between AE2 and refined storage, I'm like, I'll go with refined storage, not knowing that Gregtech and refined storage don't get along well together. So if I had known then what I know now, I probably would have said tough it out and go with AE2. Ah. I like some aspects of vanilla. Hermitcraft is one wild example of how limitless vanilla is as well. Yes, Hermitcraft is absolutely amazing. That is a group of people who know so much and can manipulate vanilla in ways that is incredible with their redstone knowledge. For sure. And Grian is one of the most amazing builders there is. He can make things look so amazing. It is crazy. He is the one that I found way before Hermitcraft, and that's how I got into Hermitcraft was through Grian. Um, I love what Scar does too because his concepts and lore behind all of his different builds is so good. Scarland and the whole theme park and everything like that was just amazing. And the fact that it was then turned into a real live art book that is something that he was able to then sell for charity was so amazing, which is just the type of thing that someone who's a hermit would do because they are all such amazing people. um but yeah, and I like Gem and Pearl, and I don't get to watch all the streams of the various people like I would like to because I have to work, and you're trying to breed trees over here. I've not done productive trees. I've skipped that chapter. If I did do productive trees, I would totally cheese it with the alchemy table as much as I can and just buy all the trees. I know there are a handful that you have to breed or that you have to go out in the world and find. You cannot cheese your way through the entire chapter. Yeah, the bees can help you through, but like the alchemy table from Blue Skies, you can just buy them. Boom, ding, doom, 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 and then you'd have most of the chapter done. Now, see, that's something I can also see my daughter Akumadori would do because she loves the artistic stuff. She's a builder versus a quester. And so she would love to do, different trees to get different woods and different palettes of color and stuff like that. That's part of the reason why we have that white tree over in front of the Lightkeeper's cottage is for something different. So we got that jungle tree, which doesn't fit in at all, and then that white tree, and it's like, we have to have something different, Mom. It's like, okay, how about this one? Yeah, that's cool. I'm like, okay. Then we have purple trees. So it's like a jungle tree, a white tree, and a purple tree. Like they walk into a bar together. It's like some really weird joke. But that's all sitting right there on top of our graveyard and just gives it something, which is still cool. We'll take it. And our floating windmills up in the air because the game insisted on giving us all 100 million windmills for quest rewards. And that was our early power in the game, was all of those mechanism wind turbines. And so we were like, we don't have room for 100 million wind turbines. Aye! JC made it! Hello! Oh goodness. JC brought me a ton of dirt. Woohoo! Well, let's just see how much that helps. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Now break this up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so now 252. Oop. 262. I'm still missing 265. Unbelievable. JC, did you not even come inside your house? way you can hear your tick, 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 tick of the footsteps? And see your axolotl painting? 262. I don't know why I keep typing 252. I need 265 more dirt 3s. I don't want to even think about the last one. Oh my god. That last one is going to be insane. I'm going to need so much stuff for that last one. It's going to be just an obscene amount. Oh my gosh. No. Just so much no. Do I have that pattern even in there? Is that, yeah, 1048, right? Oh, I don't have it in there. Oh, hang on. 1040 is the 1000. This one. This should be humorous. To craft one of the final one, I need 10,637 dirt 3s. And 259,000 Certus Quartz Essence. My god. I should probably build that greenhouse and maybe get some get some of these Certus Quartz seeds going in that. Oh, there's a thought. Because that's really what I need in the end is glass. Okay, I don't need the gold anymore. I don't need dragon eggs anymore. Oh, that's the dragon egg crux. I don't need that anymore. Hang on. Farmland. There's that. There's dirt seeds. I definitely am not pulling that one out. What is another one we can pull out? Stop. There you are. Hello. More dirt presents. Yay. All right. Put those in the system. Those in the system. Doot, doot. Put that in there. Oh, wait, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 4. Doot, 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 doot. That's a 4. JC just trying to clean out his inventory. I see how it is. Thank you, JC. You're such a pal. Such a pal. Ooh, and these are dirt 5s. Ooh, that'd be a lot of dirt. That's left over from terraforming also. Yeah. You still have way more? Or, well, it's good to put it to use. All right, let's see. Do I have dirt? That's times 3, times 2. Okay, so let's see. 262. Okay, I have enough dirt for 262. And then I'll be able to put the 262 back in the system to help with the 1048. So that might cover part of that shortfall. I think we're good. Okay, so you're going to go see your house now? Whee! He's swimming over. Boop. Doot. Oh, there's a screenshot for the stream. Woohoo! Oh, you didn't have your jetpack on. Gotcha, gotcha. Yes. No, my lighthouse is a boot. It looks like a boot. And then there's JC in his little work area. He's got a little desk underneath the bed area. Then he's got his little loft. And then, like, just in case something goes horribly wrong, escape hatch to the roof. You know, fire escape. Always good to have a fire escape. And we got you the axolotl painting, because, you know, the Kumidori axolotls, it's a thing. And a pet pink sheep. Boop. Hanging out at the barbecue, at the fire pit, outside, on the porch. Just chilling. With our bodyguard out in the woods. You know, making sure there's nothing coming on. Just, yeah. This is Fred. making sure nothing weird happens. He does like chicken. Yeah, so if we're having a barbecue, it better be chicken. You know, and if you want to go exploring, you got the boat at the end of the dock for going exploring. Or if you like to go fishing, it's a good fishing dock. All right. Well, thank you very much, JC, for bringing me extra dirt. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That'll help ever so much. Now we just have to worry about Certus, which I have one more Certus seed, which I can plant in here if I convert this to some higher tier farmland. Alright, so that will increase my Certus production. So we'll just keep an eye on that. So for the 252, 262, I don't know why I keep saying that. We need 23,000 Certus right now. So we'll just need to keep an eye on that. And I'll drop off the nether seeds and dragon egg seeds. Lovely. Okay, let's go check on our 2 crafts. Get on the floor. Alright, how are you two doing? Oh, one of them's done. The assembly line. That one's done. And then we have the 2 buckets of that. We can put that in the system. You have 6 million Certus if you want some. Oh my god, JC. 6 million Certus. The man is a beast. Well, 23,000 Certus would be a bit much for you to bring over. That doesn't transport as easily as the dirt did compressed. Alright, this is the only thing that's left running. What is going on here now? Oh, I think it's almost done. It's just working on the microprocessor. Do we have any fluid that's stuck over here that I need to clean up? No, that's good. We have anything stuck here or here? Or here? No, good. How about up here or here? No, okay, so I think we must just be stuck on the microprocessor. Which those are probably being processed in the clean room. I would guess. Well, no, they're not there. No. That's a cutter. Okay, so this is where all of the circuit assembler stuff is. I didn't move them over there yet. So they should be in here, but I don't see them yet. Okay, so the question is, why don't I see them yet? Oh, my little robot has a... He's going to be an entity and he's going to cause lag, isn't he? I bet he is. Okay, so why is this not processing yet? Is it because I am missing the hydrogen sulfide? Somehow I am missing one hydrogen sulfide. Which should be here. Or is it missing the sulfuric acid because it got diverted to here? Not quite sure which it is. I wish this oil processed faster than 0.2. Ugh, it's so slow. Okay, did that make it go? It should be one of these with one of these. No, it's one of... Which one is that again? This one. The hydrogen sulfide with 4 oxygen, it gets me sulfuric acid. So it should be hydrogen. So one of those with oxygen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So that's going to make 1 sulfuric acid. which should... So I'm guessing the sulfuric acid that was meant for this got sucked into this one, and that caused it to get stuck again. So I had to put another sulfuric acid in to replace the one that got stolen by this one. Can you compress the Certus quartz dust? No, that one can't be compressed. Oh! Oh, there's a thought. He could put it... Well, but he has it on an AE2 disk drive, not... But I suppose... I wonder if he could put it on a refined storage disk drive. That's a thought. JC, I wonder if you could put a bunch on a refined storage disk drive on a disk. Right. But if you exported it to like a barrel, then you had a refined storage system connected to the barrel that pulled it out to put it on a disk drive. Then all you'd have to do is bring me the disk. I hadn't thought about if disk drives would... I don't know. We know that shulkers can come across. So he could fill a shulker box and bring a shulker box full of Certus quartz dust. He can't bring backpacks. And he can't bring the traveler's backpacks, yes. Regular backpacks, no. Shulker boxes, yes. And he can just carry it in his regular inventory. I do have a bunch of traveler's backpacks. I have literally a traveler's backpack full of traveler's backpacks. I have traveler's backpacks for days. It is scary how many traveler's backpacks I have. It would be a lot. Which one is it? I have a regular backpack filled with traveler's backpacks. And another backpack filled with traveler's backpacks. And another backpack filled with traveler's backpacks. And another backpack. You get the idea here. I have a lot of traveler's backpacks. I'm pretty sure shulker boxes would work. Oh no! No, 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 not... I really need to get mercury off of the first slot. That way I don't accidentally go to mercury again. Okay, This one should be the last one. I think this one's the last one. What are we missing? LuV machine hull. Hello? No, this isn't LuV machine hull. Data access hatch. Oh, it requires a clean room. How did I miss that? Uh, Cancel. I believe I need dust. That's Certus quartz dust. Because it's going into the... What craft does that go into now? I gotta remember. Is it for the quartz enriched iron? No. What part of the 262 is that for? It's for making the silicon. Certus quartz dust gets baked to silicon. And I don't have enough nether quartz. Yes. And I don't have another source of silicon. So I need, okay, wait. So that, right, that recipe. Give me that one. So this one here for the data hatch. That's fine. If I put it in the system, it'll get processed that way and get smelted. That's not a problem. Yeah, requires clean room. So I need an assembler EV or higher. Do I have an assembler in there at all? I don't think I do. No. Okay, so I need to get another elite assembler. Another detour. Ooh, this is missing many things. An LuV emitter and sensor. Oh, yep, we're stopped. Oh, requires research. What is that? Is that what this data stick is? Is the research? I'm guessing that's the case. Or a scanner. And we won't do the scanner until later. Alright, here we come, JC again. And you had the shulker before you crashed, because of course, every time you change servers, you crash. Another home run from Coastal makes it 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. It might work. I'm going to grab another drink. Just hang on a minute. Okay, I'm back. A stonework factory for silicon. Will that work? Stonework factory. Use. Obsidian, cobbled deep slate, andesite, diorite, cobblestone, netherrack, granite. It doesn't make silicon. Now here's silicon. This, okay, got it. So this one will. If I put in cobbled deep slate, cobbled deep slate, diamond pickaxe 3 times gives you silicon. You just need lava and water? But doesn't it have to be the material that's here? Do I have one of these? Wait to see. Because I'm thinking I had made one of those thinking I was going to use it for netherrack, and then... No, it was the igneous extruder I was going to use. And then I couldn't because it wouldn't work. Don't have one there. Do I have it over here? I could have sworn I had made one of these. But maybe I have not. It is quite possible I have not. We will give it a try. And there's JC. JC, it has a shulker box. And it is empty. Does it have to be a regular shulker box, not an upgraded one? I thought shulker boxes worked. Oh. Okay, we will try that. We will try that. Well, thank you kindly. All right. I believe we have... Oh, and that was a quest. Well, then obviously I hadn't done it before. I would have gotten the quest. We have, I think, over here, got lava and water. If I put this here, so you have to give it a source of water. Just give it a bucket of each. So it's making cobblestone, gravel, so you changed this to what it's making. Oh, so this could be cobblestone. Okay, so then this is industrial foregoing. So industrial foregoing, we get a processing tier 2, a speed tier 2. So we do that and that. Oops, boom, boom. Alright, so processing and speed tier 2. I don't have an efficiency. Yep, now we just need to import this into the system around the corner here. Just a second. I need a white backpack. Importer. Cable. Where's my cable? Cable. Where did I put the cable? Game. Where's my cable? Well, that's not going to be enough cable. I need more. I know I had more cable than that. Come on, where did it go? Okay. Thank you, GC. You are the bestest. There's the cable. I was looking right at it. Boom, 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 boom. Now, we don't want it pulling too soon. So we're going to put speed upgrades in it, but we want it to only import the silicon. So we're going to put this on there and put whitelist so it only imports the silicon. So that way it doesn't pull the cobblestone, it won't pull the gravel, it won't pull the sand. That will allow it to make the I suppose we could do cobblestone, gravel, sand. Boom, boom, boom. Blacklist. Like that. That should also work. It only takes the silicon. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now we have a passive source of silicon going. So theoretically, that should help us eventually get to where the 262 is able to be processed. Between the extra Certus quartz seeds that I put in process, which is making this, and the silicon, which is making this. And then we're going to have bees going into production, which is going to make that. So, stay tuned on that one. We're working on this. Yeah. It is very picky when we're trying to transfer things between servers. It's one of the downsides of our setup. It's better for our gameplay as far as our lag because we're not all on one server. Because you have all of these endgame bases simultaneously, the server would be at a crawl. At a crawl. But by spreading us out on multiple servers, it helps tremendously. But it makes it more challenging for us to assist each other in getting stuff done. So now we have problems here. Why does it not want to make the annealed copper wire? Should be. Annealed copper ingot makes 2. Okay, annealed copper wire. Annealed copper wire. This one in a wire mill is a 1. Right? Recipe. Recipe. I think that's right. Wire mill 1. Okay, maybe it's the... It says scheduled. Maybe it's the machine making the annealed copper ingots that's the problem? How am I making that? Um... I have no idea how we're making that. In the advanced arc furnace. Oh, okay. I know what the problem is then. Um... That is what it should be doing. I'm confused. Is... Oh, okay. I think I know what the problem is. I think these are recipes that I was originally intending to take the oxygen out of the recipes and just export the oxygen over. Because I've got so much oxygen. I'm gonna take these two out real quick. I think that's what I did. So I'm gonna take the oxygen out of that recipe. Take the oxygen out of that recipe. And just keep the arc furnace filled with oxygen. Although apparently I picked the wrong thing. No. No. And then I take the thing. Oh my gosh, no. That's interesting. It says liquid oxygen. Okay. So now, did I make enough annealed copper to unstick the recipe? Yes, because the copper wire is done. Okay, now what's stuck? It's gonna be down here again. No. Is it here? No. Okay, this has got 6 hydrogen gas in it. There's hydrochloric acid, iron 3. Trying to make methane gas. Trying to make ammonia. What am I trying to make? I could be trying to make multiple things too. As always. So looks like we've got, there's methane, vinyl chloride, and chlorine. Then maybe that one. I didn't see ammonia on there. This is not helping. What am I trying to make here? There's 8 hydrogen. There's the ethylene and chlorine. There's the hydrochloric acid. Okay, so I need 1 bucket of liquid chlorine. Oh. So there's my chlorine. That's 1 bucket. Was there... They're scheduled for 2 methane gas. So that would be... That takes care of one of those, one of those. What else am I missing? See, there should be more hydrogen. It's not in there. So I need more hydrogen and another carbon. Oh, this is a mess. Okay, so that takes care of the second methane that's missing. Now it should be processing over. No, so where is it processing the methane? Ugh, so many chemical reactions. If it's that one, chlorine and methane to make hydrochloric acid and chloroform. No, because we don't have that. We've got vinyl chloride and ethylene. What am I making fluids for? That is so confused. Let me guess. You want to be a 1. You do. Why am I not surprised? A tree called Monkey Puzzle? You never bothered knowing it, but do people more experienced than us subnet stuff in GTech to have stuff more sectioned, even ongoing? I believe some people probably do. I know also that District and JC have a lot more passive production of resources going. So there are some of these items that they have already crafted the input materials for, so they're not waiting on inputs as much as I do, which, would be a big deal. And LSU wins 5-3. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be the baseball and basketball champion at the same time. This is awesome. I love it. I love it. Jello champs as well, of course. I feel sorry for Coastal Carolina. They didn't lose a game since April 22nd, and now they lose back to back to LSU. They were just an unstoppable force. Absolutely unstoppable. Okay, so these are in the processing stages scheduled. So it's got to be the liquid polyvinyl chloride is what I'm making. So where is the recipe for liquid polyvinyl chloride? So liquid polyvinyl chloride. Chloride. So that's a chemical reactor 1. So it should be... It should be here. Liquid polyvinyl chloride, right here. Liquid oxygen, vinyl chloride. I wonder, do I not have... I mean, surely I've used it before, but do I not have all of the little sub... No, both of those are selected. I wonder if it's because that was not checked. No. So I need 2 of liquid polyvinyl chloride. So I need 2 buckets of that. Start. That's a lot of stuff that goes into this craft. Holy cow. Well, look, and now everything has disappeared except for the vinyl chloride and the oxygen. Which it should be. Because there is no vinyl chloride. It's basically an ingot's worth of vinyl chloride and 1 bucket of liquid oxygen to make 0.216 of liquid polyvinyl chloride. How do these not have speed upgrades on them? Oh my god. Like, gimme, 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 gimme. Somehow that one was set to only import one thing. No, we don't want you to only input one thing. I want you to import all the things. All the things. Like, every little thing that comes out should get imported. I mean, this explains why the oil processing has been so slow. It's because it's waiting on the outputs to clear. So this now makes sense to me. I've been trying to figure out why it's so slow. Now it makes sense to me why it's so slow. Okay, I thought I saw that moving. I think it's moving. Maybe? Maybe it's moving? Mm-hmm. See, this is the sort of stuff I have to do using refined storage. It's ridiculous. Totally should have changed at some point. Is the lighthouse basically the one building you ended up with doing ATM Star? Nope, I did multiple. We have multiple buildings. So we have, by an extreme thing of luck, so this is our map. We started with our lighthouse space here. There's another smaller lighthouse here. And literally just to the south of our lighthouse was a woodland mansion. So we took over the woodland mansion as well very early in our playthrough. And our Gregtech, magic, and a great deal of machines are all over here in the woodland mansion. The lighthouse portion of our base, we have some of our other early stuff. So we've got our mystical agriculture is all out here on the side. So we've got all of this is our mystical ag over here. So we've got tons of mystical ag there, mystical ag there. We got all of the Inferium seeds started like day one and set up a crafter to be processing it to be bringing us Insanium blocks. We got our Master Infusion Crystal like the first day to just be processing our Insanium to get it running. We had a Wizard's Tower like right next door, so we cleared that. And then we have a few machines down here on the sandbar. So we got some automation and stuff down there. That's Grench's dock. He has his paving machine is down there. We've got our enchanting area down there. We have some create down there. We've got more create down here on the lower tiers. We've got our enchanting area. We've got our crafters. We've got our rolling machine. We've got our plate for making plates. We've got a mixer. We've got over here we have our big crafter for making ATM stars right there in the front of the building. Then I made some buildings over here off to the side. This is the bee area, so this is where we grow our bees up. This is where we breed bees. This is where we grow them up and squish them as necessary. And then this is our bee house. This is where we have our hives, and then there's a basement underneath for processing. So we've got our hives all set up here, and this is where the bees are producing. And then down in the basement, this crazy contraption, all of the combs come down here, get funneled over to this area, and then this is where the centrifuges process them. Get out. Get out. But yeah, we didn't have to do a whole lot of building. The lighthouse was au natural. We created a create wind turbine on top. You think this is crazy? You should see my comb processing. Ha 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 ha. Apart from the woodland mansion, it's rather compact. Well, we did do it rather compact because you only get 25 force-loaded chunks. And so we tried to keep our footprints as small as possible and then be very vertical. So we have things going up and down in the footprint of the lighthouse, and then we have things going up and down in the footprint of the woodland mansion. so that we're using all of the verticality in those force loaded chunks to the best of our ability. Um, since we only got 25, we gotta make them count. So we are doing the best that we can in that department. I really would like to get this last block to craft. Okay, so my assembler has crafted. Look at all of the blocks that it still has left over saying it's pending. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Cancel, cancel, cancel. There's my assembler. Okay. I need to take this to the clean room. Okay. Now, I'm going to put... How am I going to do this? I'm going to put this here so it gets power. And then I'm going to put the crafter. Oh, how are we going to do this? There. Okay. Where did I put my engineer's hammer? I'm sure I put it somewhere very safe and sound, which of course means I can't find it. That up there. No, not place another crafter. Here. You, 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 and you. Use in the assembler. Am I forgetting something? Use assembler. 4 of these, 4 of these, 1 of these, and 288 of these in an assembler. Requires a clean room. It's a clean room. Assembler 0. Why is it not crafting? There are other ways to force loading chunks, yes. Since I'm not using A2, because that has chunk loading capabilities, but I'm not using A2, so I don't have that option. So I'm trying to keep my plan as using, this is the, oh, grab that. This is the data access hatch. An EV input bus, data sticks, and one of those things with 288 of liquid polytetrafluoroethylene in a clean room in an assembler. I have an IV assembler. I have an EV input bus. I have the microprocessor supercomputers. I have the data stick. It's not running. Oh, it's only 256. Alright. Okay, empty the rest of it out. Gauge dropper, you have 32 left to go out. Go out. No. Hang on. I see the problem now. Crying out loud. And this one is in bucket mode, so I can't use... Oh my... Tank. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, you. There we go. Data access hatch. It took us all day, but we got the parts for an assembly line. I don't know how to put it together, but I have the parts. As you may know, most computers are not intelligent. They can only perform tasks based on very specific instructions. The assembly line is like that too, and must be given precise instructions to create any of the new and exciting items. How do we generate these precise instructions? Well, that's easy with another machine, of course. Oh, of course. Sure, why not? And that's where we get to the scanner. Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to need to finish setting this up, which means I need my hammer, which I can't find. And then I need to put an importer, here, and cable, here and here, so I can put the recipe in a crafter. Okay, so I need to fix this so it points up, but at least it's in there. because I imagine we may need to make more of these elite assemblers once we actually can put one together. So that's going to be our first machine. Oh, Mr. Llama, that's a bad sign. That's going to be the first machine we make down here on our mega platform is an assembler. And somewhere in here I have another wireless network connector. So I'm going to set up a separate network connection to our refined storage system so that I don't have to run a cable from here down. I'm just going to set up another wireless connection. And then I can set up the assembler. So we're going to have an assembler set up. Then I just have to finish this line here, and then this chapter will be done. But I don't know if we'll get to that until after vacation. So we will see what happens. But for now, it is time for me to go get a Kumidori because she is probably getting off work. How long has my playthrough been so far? Let us take a look. So statistics, and down here to time played. So time played is 22.32 days. So if we do a calculator here, 22.32 days times 24 hours in a day, we're at 535 hours. Yep. Yikes. And that does not have any AFK time in it. That's all actual sitting here playing, actively doing things. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have for playing between now and vacation. It's fine. Yeah, 5:35, that's nothing. We still have half of Gregtech to go. I may be up to 1,000 hours by the time we get this done. I have to add Grinch's time. Yep. And Kumidori's time. We might be at 1,000 hours if you combine the three of us, as we do have a 3-player team. So, yeah. So, there will not be any streams next weekend because Grinch and I will be on vacation. There will probably not be any streams the 4th of July weekend either because we'll be celebrating 4th of July. There may be a stream July 6th. So I would anticipate the soonest you're going to see me again will be July 6th. So I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Everybody has a great 4th of July weekend for those in the States who are celebrating. Everybody try and stay cool as this heat wave moves through. I know we're doing our best here. And everybody be sure to follow District Spark and DC and JC Gaming because they are also playing ATM9 with me on the server and having more Gregtech shenanigans. District is right ahead of me. He is in the ZPM chapter, and JC is right behind me. He is in, I believe, the HV chapter. I think that's right. So all three of us are working our way through Gregtech on our way to getting a Gregtech star. So that is our goal. All three of us, our goal is to make a Gregtech star, and we're plugging away. So thanks again for watching. If you want to follow, thank you to Vilchi for the follow. I do appreciate that. We'll hopefully make a little more progress next week, and be in the ZPM chapter as well with district, and then we will start filling this platform with multi-blocks. I don't know if I'll do the multi-blocks on stream or off stream. But we'll start converting our single blocks to multi-blocks because even though they do take up more space, they are significantly faster and you can do 4 crafts at a time, which would be a tremendous boon to us. So that will be the purpose of this platform in our basement. The mansion is up there and we are downstairs. So that is the agenda for what our July will look like is multi-block madness in the basement and ZPM is in our near future. So everybody have a great next couple of weeks. I will miss you guys and we will see you hopefully on July 6th. Take care. Thanks again. Bye all.